Welcome to Paris, the city of lights, the birthplace of the French baguette and Marie Antoinette. From the architecture and art to the Eiffel Tower itself, exploring Paris is like reading a historical romance novel. The Eiffel Tower was an ugly duckling when it was first built. The Parisians hated the sight of it, and it was meant to be a temporary art installation, and has gone on to blossom into the symbol of Paris itself. But the most popular attraction in Paris sits quietly along the banks of the Seine River in the heart of the city, the Notre-Dame Cathedral, an equal mix of gorgeous and creepy-ass Gothic architecture. Dedicated to the Virgin Mary, the carvings on the facade share stories from the Bible, and the statues lining the top are of Mary's cousins, basically a group family selfie. When you step inside, you feel the depths and essence of this sacred place, and you feel like you have to start whispering. The French Gothic architecture screams out at you, from the double arch columns rising up to vaulted ceilings, the sun pouring in through enormous intricate stained glass windows. It's beautiful. 420 steps takes you up to the Twin Towers. Even my mom in a cane did it. God bless her. And the view is worth it at the top. Over 200 feet above Paris, you can't ask for a better spot to just catch your breath and take it all in. Just us and the weird monkey gargoyles hanging out. The towers aren't actually twins. One hangs lower than the other. Inside is where the humpback of Notre Dame would come and strike the 10 bells that would ring out across the city. Especially this massive 13-ton metal giant called Emmanuel. Paris is synonymous with art. For centuries, artists flocked to this city for inspiration. And what better place to house some of the world's greatest art than a palace-turned-art gallery, the Louvre. The Louvre is the biggest museum in the world. It would take you over 100 days just to see every piece of art. But the coolest things besides the priceless artifacts are the murals that line the ceiling, painted by renowned artists. Ladies and gentlemen, the main event, the Mona Lisa. Leonardo da Vinci's most famous selfie is still going viral over 500 years later. Remember the French Revolution? Well, here's where it all went down. The Palace of the Royals. The Palace of Versailles. It's everything you'd imagine a palace to be. Golden gates, a sculpture room, bedrooms draped in tacky curtains like in the king's bedroom. One of the most famous rooms is the Hall of Mirrors. And it's a hall that stretches 240 feet with huge mirrors along the walls. And on special occasions, 20,000 candles on the chandeliers were lit, and it would create this corridor of light. The Palace of Versailles estate stretches for miles, with precisely lined gardens, carved lakes and fountains, lots of fountains. And the Apollo fountain sits at the center of it all. "12 main avenues lead you to the most famous monument in Paris, the Arc de Triomphe. And it was commissioned by Napoleon to honor the French Revolution and other wars, but he died before getting a chance to see it complete. An eternal flame marks the tomb of the unknown, and every night at 6:30 the flame is rekindled. From up here you could see how the avenues radiate from the center of the arc, and the beauty of the sunset cast across Paris is the perfect postcard to this journey.